Look, I understand in Emerald and Platinum that you have these assassin games and you think, hey, I should have won this, I should have carried it. Nothing I could have done would have changed the outcome because I'm an assassin and the team fighting sucks. Yeah, it's not really true. So in this Emerald game, Nocturne vs Evelynn, we need to look at what gets you fed as the assassin and what causes you to throw, because if you want Diamond by the end of the season, you're gonna have to adjust a few things. Now this obviously will work for the low elo plays as well. It will work for those in Diamond trying to get Master Tier because you still have a lot of this in your game plan. But overall, as I swing my mouse for no particular reason, why are we starting on the blue side anyway, you know? So I feel like a lot of assassins, when they want to get these leads, they don't play towards the better win condition of their jungle route, right? Now, bottom lane, obviously here we've got a Jinx and a Pyke versus a Varus, very strong champion, and a Pantheon. We finish off our blue side at 225, that's solid. Nocturne will be at 232. He is a little slower though. But the whole thing is, do you really want to run into a Nocturne and start fighting him? Most junglers, not really. I mean, you kind of just want to focus on your own 6, impacting the lanes that you can. And basically, this way is sending you to the top lane to match him. And I don't like matching champions like Nocturne, especially if you know they're leashing on the bottom side. So let's see what we do here as Evelynn to get fed, because there are 2 ways this happens for most people in these MMRs. They either have extraordinary early games, snowball kills really, really well, slow clear by the Evelynn here, or they do really badly and they just start picking up kills in the mid and the late game, like, look guys, I have 25 kills, why don't you help me carry? Yeah, but you were terrible in the first 12 minutes, the enemy jungler wasn't, now your laners are behind, so you caught up because of your champion, your Blue Kayn, your Evelynn, but were your laners able to get fed at all? And that's always a good question. So if you want help implementing this information into your own game, I have a free jungle improvement resource as well as a dedicated program where we have jungle video courses, jungle coaching VOD libraries, weekly free video content seen nowhere else, as well as Q&As and patch note rundowns, as well as a private jungle Discord. And if there's one thing I'm good at, it's converting junglers to gold, to emerald, to diamond, to master plus. If you want to climb faster than anyone you know, jungle diff every game you play, click the link below or head to virkayu.gg. Super low HP on the Aatrox there, nice trade by the set and the, well, just by the set I suppose. This guy has disconnected it seems like, or just gone back to base. It looks like a bit of a disconnect. And this is good because this was submitted. And the person didn't look at the replay. And they didn't know, Evelynn lost the game, right? Evelynn lost this game, how they could have won. Now at this particular stage, when you go down here and you see this uncontested, I never let it go away for free. I want to go and hit this to see what's up. Usually I'll hit it just enough that it clips the Gromp over this range here, because you know if they're not in the river by 330 as a Nocturne as a whatever farming jungler, why aren't they there? So the Everett's perspective is, okay, he's probably slow on his Gromp, I'm going to quickly cut across and double scuttle, that's great, can go and do my Gromp again, then my wolves. The Nocturne is still not in the game, he reconnects now, and basically this would be similar to your random jungling, right? Like the bad junglers that do stupid things and never have good success. So overall we do Gromp into the wolves. And now this guy's going to go to his Raptors. We don't know any of this. We just assume he's bad. He's AFK farming. But also what's happening is we're bad. We're AFK farming. But then you look at it and you say, okay, look, Set took care of his own business. He's winning top lane. Yasuo died, so we couldn't gank that anyway. So we just went for the double scuttle. And when you're crossing over for the double scuttle, you always have to ask yourself the question of, can I gank bottom lane? Nope. But where's the Nocturne? So I kind of like the idea of, look, I assume he full cleared slow, he didn't show, he must have reset, he must be down here at this stage. But I got a double scuttle and he didn't show, so it's a little weird, I don't know what he's doing. I don't like to necessarily go too aggressive looking for him here, but in this particular case, you've got the Yasuo, so you could. The only thing that would make me hesitate and go to my Grump like he has done is that the bottom lane is basing now. So if the guy's showing up and Orianna's going to be showing up here and, you know, it's just not worth being here, you're not going to steal anything anyway, because the red Krugs Raptors clearly means that the Krugs respawn at, as we always say, 420 and then this at 440. So it's 430, you know, we're not going to go do the Krugs at all. The Raptors aren't even up, so why bother, okay? So we're going to go ahead and do this. Do a full second rotation. I'm okay with that. Pantheon roams, so we see the Nocturne. He's bought, he's only got 24 CS. Which means he full cleared, or did he do his Raptors? So do we have any vision here? No, okay, so who knows what he was doing exactly from our perspective. And that's all we can go on, right? There's a Nocturne again, still 24 CS, 25 because he cleared a ward. Looks mid lane. I don't know what he's doing. One Krugs. Alright. Not even level 6. Do you guys remember in Season 10 with the 2-minute spawn timers? We would do this, and you'd be 6 right now. You'd be 6. That's always one gank or something, and you'd be 6 guaranteed. It was always a different time for that stuff, but it was a little broken. So we haven't gone back to base, which is the huge downside here. And obviously the set is level 5, and the Aatrox is level 6. So we're gonna go all in here. We're trusting that the set has the damage. We have the sustained DPS around us to get this kill, but it's an Aatrox level 6. So should you be going for this gank? Now you can say, well, this is results based. It's results based. Go watch any one of the 1,000 videos I've put out. What I tell you guys about this stuff, I say, hey, be very cautious about ganking level 6 lanes. When your laner doesn't have it, you don't have it, especially if you haven't reset. So while we do get the kill, and mechanically we probably both could have played that better to get the kill without anybody dying, I agree on this. I'm still not a huge fan of staying up for a full second rotation. The camp HP nerfs really do affect us. I do like going back to base, you know, full clear, scuttle, double scuttle, take this, go back to base. Now you can go topside, really get this gank going. Set has time to get 6, Aatrox is 6. It's a free kill guaranteed. You have itemization, you have a dark shield, you begin stacking that. You go back down to this, into this. Those will take it off. You can gank mid lane because you're 100% level 6. You go on down here. If the Nocturne shows top lane, you counter jungle as second red. You gank bottom lane. You loop back this one. Dragon's Herald ticket falls into place. And in Emerald, you got to think like this. So it works out for us, not for the set. Nocturne obviously gets some stuff on the bottom side, but he's severely compromised. At this stage, see, this is also the problem. I was going to say, we know his camps on the top side are up. They have to be. They absolutely have to be based upon the last time we saw him. RNG Scuttly is here as well. So we're going to start to take this one. But now it's like, you know, do I go ahead and take his blue side also here as Yasuo goes aggressive? We are completely put out of position for where we should be because we stayed out too long. So while I understand the need to do the full second clear here, please do understand there are downsides to this kind of strategy, even if the enemy jungler DCs or does random stuff and is really far behind. Okay? It's good counter juggling. All of this is good decision making. But eventually someone's going to run at you and you haven't gone back to base. I hate it when people stay out this long. Now, obviously the Aatrox is like, huh. Is he typing? Is he thinking? What's he wondering about? He's nervous about the Evelynn, I think. There you go. So we go back to base, we get Alternator, we get Blasting One. Now the Nocturne should in theory go to the top side here. Will that be level 6 for him? Nope. Should be after the blue. How far? Yeah, should be after the blue. So Set then dies to the Aatrox, who got, again, a kill from the gank. So even though you ganked it, he still got a kill back. So now we go farming again. All I see is someone that's a little bit too head down. Too much farming. Not enough focus on what we could be doing within the flow of good decision making. Like, going back to base, then ganking top lane, then doing this quadrant, then seeing Nocturne down here, then taking this all, because now you're strong with itemization, then repeat ganking it or ulting it or whatever. In this case, a tough situation, but it is what it is. And then maybe going to mid lane now. Hey, we could go to the mid lane. Like, looking forward. It's the first 5 minutes, and we've seen, what, one strategic gank? One? Use the 3-2-1 jungle rule. Gank the lane you want to snowball 3 times. Gank the secondary lane twice. And gank the top lane most likely once. That's it. And pick the lanes in Champion Select, understand which way you want to path, and reconcile it with the junglers you're facing. What do they want to do, and how are they going to get in my way? And therefore, how do I avoid them, or how do I get in their face and kill them? As your matchup dictates. Yasuo now pushes this out a little bit. Now we're like, is he on the Herald? Hello, sir, level 6 Nocturne. He's going to go ulting this. Like, why do you go to the red? You know? I know it's a waste of time, but you see this, move out of position, don't let him see you, shadow this, maybe you can kill him. This should be a counter-ganking opportunity. Missed. The Nocturne is down 25 CS. Huge, yes. But he got the Herald. Alright. He's going to go down and do the Dragon most likely now. We're on the top side. We missed a counter-ganking opportunity, a Herald opportunity. We are simply not interacting enough in the game. So this person who gets fed in these games is getting giga fed and just hoping their laners are sustaining themselves enough that they can carry. If they don't, they lose. The definition of coin flip jungling is exactly this. It's when you manage to have consistent outputs, seemingly, but those outputs are only for you and they don't affect the team at all. So you're just coin flipping whether or not your lanes win and survive and do good stuff. End of story. That's it. Now, Nocturne obviously shows up here, kills the Pantheon, because again, Nocturne is super duper strong. And Varus is down. Sorry, that's not a Varus, it's a Pike. That's a Varus. Now we go back to base. Behind on tempo for objectives. So Nocturne 3-0-0. You're 2-0-0. Yes, you are 20 CS up, which will be knocked down to 16 here because of the Scuttle Crab. but you don't have any impact in your lanes. Sat was fine. And honestly, because you died to the Aatrox and you got level 6 sooner, you didn't help him as much as you think you helped him. That assist for the Sat with death is actually worse because Aatrox got a kill. So, you gotta think like this as well. Varus misses, Pantheon ults in here. We should be able to get the full charm buff. So that should be a free kill in the ADC. That's great. Now the Nocturne obviously took the dragon. Should in theory, well, I was gonna say should in theory be resetting to go topside, but who knows what this guy wants to do. He's shadowing the scenario. And as always, when you verbalize this kind of stuff in game, I think he could have gotten back. I think he could have gone back to base. Excuse me, to go and buy and maybe go topside again, right? Because his ult was just used, so he doesn't exactly have it, right? 104 seconds, didn't get anything from it. That's fine. But if he does end up shadowing the bottom lane and using the ult and so on, and you're like, oh, he's still bottom side. Now you know if he goes back to base after this action, he should go topside 100%, which we can see here. So when someone doesn't do what you expect, they do the opposite. Well, now that they've done the opposite, there's really nothing left to do. Then they must go to the top side. If they come back to the bottom side for the counter gank, you just deal with it. And you're like, well, this is a little strange, but you should be losing to this kind of play, right? Ult is up. Charm with the Pantheon stun is always beautiful. We will not need our ult for that one. We're going to go ahead and smite that Jinx. We should avoid the traps here. Well done. We do have our ult up as well if we need it. We're not going to waste it. We didn't even get to because we got trapped. Nocturne says, hello, hello, hello. He activates this. His problem is, where is he going? Where is he going? Push this wave in as well. Push the wave in. Get an extra plate. They're going to go away soon. Then take this, then take this. You have time. The problem is you telegraph way too much what you're doing, but it's not bad to do what he's doing. It's not bad to do what he's doing. I just kind of prefer the understanding that the Yasuo will definitely rotate. Could probably get one more plate. You have the really fed Aatrox at your disposal, because now he's really fed. Yeah, it's good. I like it. Don't know where he's going, but I like it. Yeah, nice and cheeky. So the Evelynn goes and takes the Nocturne's red side, obviously, says, hello, Orianna. Are you paying attention, dear? No, she runs away. It's a tough gank. Airy, phase rush, movement speed shields, like, ultimate, it's not... If she uses her ultimate on you before you're ready to ult her, you're going to have to ult a little sooner to avoid death if she's really fed, so balance. The Nocturne now shows up back on the bottom side, not doing his blue side at all. This is where I do disagree with the Nocturne, because while he's trying to match the Evelynn, that's great. He has a whole untouched blue side, and he has Aatrox coming out of base with him. This could easily be a killed set, also, because we have finished the Strikebreaker now, so. Or this. But let's not results-based it, as always. Nocturne is champion. Nocturne is champion. Ult is now used to run away. And all you're seeing right now is the Evelynn suffering at the hands of the enemy bot lane, of the Orianna, of the Nocturne, because they have that visceral advantage. Yeah, the Varus is giga fed, but look at the nature of the lanes when you're making this play. You're sitting here, there's a 2v1 bottom lane because the Varus has to go back to base. The Nocturne goes in on this. Now you're thinking, well, why isn't the Nocturne on top side? Why is he ultimate Yasuo? Doesn't matter. Why are you still in the fight? Basically, it's okay to let people die. That's what I'm telling you right now. In this case, he's done a random thing, he's back down here. Bottom lane is Prio. Yes, the Varus is very, very fed, but Prio is not your friend right now, all right? And when you do these kinds of, not greed plays, but superhero plays to try and help out people when you know they're doomed, you end up costing them more. Now, the Varus is using his ult here. Maybe we can get a kill. What a champion. Over the wall. Varus, ADC, ADC, ADC. Oh, he took an ult to the face. He's dead now. All of this is driven by the Nocturne making a play here. The Nocturne did good. Well done, sir. The Evelynn is basically going, huh. And the thing is, her CS gap doesn't account for the difference in lane impact. He's up 200 gold. He has the two objectives. Set is down 1,100 gold, but she ganked it. Mid lane is down 1,100 gold, and she didn't really gank it at all. Bottom lane is the one that's ahead, which she did gank, but they were taking care of business anyway, right? Mostly. It's really an interesting relationship. How you fuse your farm with your ganking, and how you get your lanes fed. And in this one, I honestly believe, for the first 9 minutes of the game, we're two heads in the sand. And now both junglers are really just... There's a loss of full sequencing, there's a loss of control. This is just basically like run around, try to make these picks. We do miss a Q there, but we do a flash if we need it. Oh, just hit the Q, man. There we go. Very good. And of course the Pike should be rooting us and running away. Or is he going to go back in here? Yasuo's roaming. Aatrox TPs. Oh, we didn't see the Aatrox. Run laterally. Run laterally. Don't run diagonally. It's a square. Don't try to go to the corner. Just run out the side. You don't get W pulled. Easy. Ult up in 19. Obviously, Orianna's here as well. I was going to ping. Where's Orianna? There she is. She ults in. Why is the Aatrox able to do this in a lane that you gank? And when this happens regularly in your games like a pattern, okay, look, I ganked this lane, but then they end up feeding, man. Darn it. Are you ganking the right lane? Are you ganking the lanes at the right time? Are your leads actually leads? Question mark. Figure it out. Nocturne in the meantime, holding top lane. Blue side vision looks like this. Red side vision looks like this. Evelynn actually, oh, Nocturne's dead. That's a free herald, right? In theory, but obviously that Aatrox could check it because he knows, there you go, that you'd be thinking about it. You are losing the laner battle in this particular game. So I don't care how many kills you have, the impact has been less than stellar. Now there is an objective on the map, the mountain dragon, so we can basically say, look, you take that, because I assume you're on it, we'll quickly take the dragon. Which I think is a fair play, because you've got Prio. Good. Nice. Pull back to your blue side. We need 11. Grump and Wolves, please. How much will this Grump give us? Not quite enough, obviously. We need 11. Should be going to Wolves right now. No question, should be going to Wolves. Wolves, get your needless. Come back on the map. There's no objective to fight over right now. There's only one camp on this side to fight over right now. Sure, Nocturne could be looking to ult. We don't know these things. But at this particular stage, it's about communication. Hey guys, care Nocturne, I need to go get my needlessly large rod. That's such a big base for me. Here we go. She shadows, obviously. Because, here we go. We take this. We go into this one. You've always got to watch these little vision trinkets here. But if the guy doesn't walk over any, it's only a presupposition. Like, is he going here? He's gone the wrong side the whole game. So will he be here? Is he going top lane again? Probably did take his top side because he was top lane, so he should be down here. Huh, but I really need leaders. This is where the split decision comes in. Shadow your team and make a play, or communicate with them and go back to base. I honestly think here you need to go back to base. I don't think we want to fight here and use our ultimate and get that elevated cooldown, because remember, when you level it up to level 11, we get the bonus damage, bonus and power damage, and the cooldown benefit. Extra 20 seconds almost. Whereas if you use it at level 10, you're not getting that benefit. So we need our ultimate up as much as possible, and that's where my mind goes. I would just be communicating this with my bottom lane. And obviously a Pike, a Jinx, a Varus, and you know, a Nocturne as well. They're all gonna die. So whatever cleanup we get here, you know, unless you're really, really fed, you're not making impact here. The needless is so big for this moment. And the Nocturne, again, good play. Shadows down, presses R, kills the immobile ADC. Doesn't matter how fed Varus gets, whatsoever. Now our ult has no benefit. Aatrox does this one. Everyone's gonna goon squad the Panther because he overcommits and greeds and dies. Now we haven't even gone back to, why haven't we gone back to base? There's no camps up, there's no objectives up, there's no counter jungling up, there's no lanes pushing. Huge. If you're delaying your spikes, early game, mid game, which this player has been doing, early base didn't happen soon enough. This base here is missed completely. Now we don't have ult. We have our team around us. There's the Orianna ult, there's the exhaust, there's the rocket belt, there's the kill. But, right? You follow what I'm saying? I think that's such a big thing to think about with item spikes. And again, now we're going to roam into the river. There's a Nocturne going down, so we know he's going to his red. Okay, we saw that on the minimap. Could we go investigate the blue side jungle? Sure, but Aatrox is going to be coming out of base. I assume you come up to the top side. I don't know if he's going to go bot. I have no idea. Do I want to run into him? No, so I won't go. Easy. But we have a needlessly large rod we have not purchased, and now we're farming. Our team's overstaying. Nocturne's ulting. Aatrox is roaming. Oh, Aatrox did go down to the bottom side. Again, we rotate here, just like earlier to the top lane gank, but we don't have the item spike necessary. Absolutely massive, and not to be dismissed. Because that gank, even though we got a kill in the end, I don't like it when you go without itemization at crucial moments. They make a difference. Also level leads. Boom to the face. Like we're trying to buy Death Cap and won't buy. Even though we're going for Shadow Flame. From the looks of it. Let's see. Let's see. Yeah. We have to go Shadow Flame this particular game. That's fine. But we're so behind. However, once you get your items as an Evelynn, as an assassin, right? Good stuff will happen. Let's see. Oh. Okay. Alright. If you're 317 as an assassin and your laners did not get any ganks, you were a beneficiary of some lucky plays. You want to be fed with gold? There you go. You want to be fed with experience, and you want to get it while getting your laners ahead and not letting the Nocturne feast, even though he was AFK, which of course you didn't know, but he's Nocturne. Now he's caught up the CS lead. So, there's a good execution. We're getting it. Gold, 1100. So we do have Shadow Flame completed at 7 already, so you could go finish it. Why is it good to go finish it? Because Dragon's coming up. And I think I would want my big item spike, my second item spike, before that fight. We have it. We're not buying it. We're staying out? No, we're not. Yes, we are. Could have just gone back to base after Wolves. Could have gone back to base after the kill in Oriana, because you could have come down to the bottom side to take those camps first with Shadow Flame. Now you make this pick anyway. Now you can go to the dragon fight. You had time to base, buy, come out, take, rotate, clean up, and then snack on this. But now because you haven't done it, should be okay because it's Hextech map. No, we're not going to be. We're not going to be. I said you should be okay because I'm delusional as well. I'm hoping for the best for the universe and Evelynn. But no. Pike sets up, Nocturne presses R, Blanket of Darkness covers the map. Burst is out of position, he gets killed, you can blame him all you like, but he's by himself. You're not there, you're in base. You gotta be there to set up for the dragon. You know, one of the, what are they called? Achievement things, right? In the client challenges that I have that's pretty cool is that I take monsters within 30 seconds of their spawn, and that's like a Grandmaster for me. So my setup is very, very highly focused on, do I have a spike to base, to get wards, to then prep, pick, set up, and fight before an objective. Now what happens when you do this is that your kill conversion ratio goes down, right? When you get kills, you take objectives, because I got tongue twisted again. So what I was saying was, you can get the kills and then the objective, kill conversion ratio, but sometimes if you set everything up perfectly, you don't need to take the kills first. You can take the objective and then the kills because they're late to the fight. And that's something pretty, like right here. We take the turret, they show up late, we get the kill, cool. But now we're 617, we have Mejai's with Shadow Flame, but it's inflated, you know? Like, we have high KP, which is fine, but do you really feel like the Evelynn has control in this game? No. Definitely need to get these Scuttle Crabs around these dragon fights, because, you know, you want to see when they go into the Baron and things like that. Now, Yesu is splitting. Varus has lost his lead. Pull back to our camps. Our team's ready to push with a dead Aatrox, and we just falling back to our camps. We're waiting for the set as well. But as Evelynn here, you should be strong enough that you can shadow the scenario and win this fight, but we just don't have the power, the econ. Let's see, maybe we can clean something up here. No, this is you. I said that, and by the time I finished saying it, it was doomed. We're gonna have to ult now. We don't actually have to ult. Thought we might have to. Sat is chasing them down. Whoa! Bonus damage on the Q will now not go through. Except Mrs. Daddy. Look at them. Instead of finishing off this fight properly, they're just starting off the Baron. Like, Evelynn, they're low. You could maybe clean. Like, this is a triple kill for you and your ultimate. Like, where are you going? You're not paying attention to the map at all. Your team are rotating. They're watching this. You are not watching this. We are not in the game. Right? This is like when we discuss driving, right? When you drive your 911 and your Ferrari and your Lamborghinis and whatever, you're in the car, right? You're low to the ground. You're in the car. You're driving it. And when you drive an SUV, it's like you're driving on the car. Now, they serve their purpose, sure. But if you're a driver, you want to feel like you're in the car. And as a jungler, you want to be in the car too. Now, if you push them all off here and get kills and your team respawn, this is a free Baron, which we didn't go near. So now we go back to base, we get our stopwatch, horrific itemization. Never need that on Evelynn, ever. Ever. Well, not, you know, against your Rengars and your Pikes in one team, maybe, but in this case, I feel like we don't necessarily need it. I honestly think a Death Cap and a Banshee's Veil will do solid with the Void Staff. The Banshees will accomplish what you want here in terms of eating those spells that just happened. Eating the hook, eating the Oriana ultimate. Those are more important things to block than a stasis field. We're not in the game. And we're not flanking. We're not looking for assassination angles. We're just running away from everyone because we're never in the right place to begin with. If I go for commits, like the stopwatch here, whatever, you know, it can help you, but I'm not a fan of it whatsoever. I hope we die. Good. I was worried that was going to undersell my point. Really. Again, like, the one time the Evelynn stopwatch pays off, but now it's useless. Now it's gone. wait. No. Anyway, so now you've got the Zhonya's, but you've got to refresh of the stasis. Not going to give you the damage you need. At all. You standing there with the stasis field, that's your ultimate, you're pretty dead anyway, so you might as well make sure you can kill people and reposition properly. Is what it is. Did you see that? Showed here on the minions. Yeah, that's why I always look at the minimap. Yeah, so I don't know why he's top lane with the dragon respawning, so he's giving us, you know, Emerald Junglers handshaking advantages over to each other for no particular reason. Now we're face checking a brush here instead of killing the Jinx who was visibly splitting, so again, terrible positioning. It's been inefficient. The positioning hasn't been good, the early game was lax. We're not proactive enough. We're just watching the game happen and expecting good things to occur. And it's almost like we're too safe. So we're not dying, but we're also not involved. Such a common problem. There you go. But that should be an Evelynn kill. You know, we should be on the flank. Like, this should be 2 dead people. You should be so fed that everyone should die. That's always the goal. Ori zones us. Yasuo's now splitting down here. No hull breaker, though. No, Orion is damaged, though. Oof. Okay. Now, next thing is, I think this just repeats itself. We're not in the game. Yeah, it just repeats itself. I'm just going to be saying the same thing over and over again. We're running at people. We don't have good vision control. We're not using our blue trinket properly. They're all in the Baron, very obviously, so we should have a look to see what's going on, but obviously we can do nothing. So we push the wave out, which is fine. Now we kite down to take all these camps, which is fine. Pantheon gets Nocturned. Maybe we can do something, but obviously watch the Jinx. Like, why go for the Nocturne? Kill the Jinx. Just kill the Jinx. Right? Like, you're trying to save someone who's dead, or will be dead. Just kill the thing you can kill, get the numbers advantage, and go reposition, and then look at it again. Because now you're trapped, flash over the wall, that's a dead guy. Jinx sees you, she doesn't see you. Yeah, she should die here. I don't think you need to flash there, honestly. I think it's better just to... What do you think, guys? Is it better to flash, or to use your ult? Because I think I would have used my ult there just to make sure I hit the Q, get the kill, and then I can flash later over a wall if I need to, right? Because you don't know necessarily that you're going to have to. Regardless, they also overchase. Boring. So we get another dragon. Nocturne giving stuff away for free again. And now they shove in with the Baron. Can we flank something here? So you're going to look at this and be like, well, Virkayu, there's not much we can flank, right? But we're running at them from the front again. Running at them from the front. We are not doing the flankings. We are not doing the secret Evelynn game. We're just running at stuff. Wrong target selection. So yeah, their team is bunching up and pushing a Baron down our throats at 33 minutes. But if you can't have a lead at this point, if you're not level 18 at this point with full build, too many things were missed. And that's the raw reality of the situation. No wave though, there we go. And I think that's pretty much it. Like, the same thing keeps happening. Nocturne ults into someone, like, you gotta be with your team, but Nocturne is doing what Evelynn should be doing. The early game is so important for setting this up, and if you consistently end up in these scenarios, your early game and mid game transition are lacking. End of story. No way to sugarcoat it. And of course, I leave a link to the macro kill there. I leave a link to the mid game general practices that are good for these situations, because a lot of it is always the same kind of macro, isn't it? See, now we're flanking, now we're looking, now we're thinking like an Evelynn, but now they're all grouped up, you know, when Jinx is by herself, kill her. When Pyke is by himself, kill him. When Nocturne is by himself, kill him because you have the lead. When they're bunching up like this, try and prevent it by doing what I just said. Now we're flanking from behind you. See, there you go. Can we reposition with our ultimate? No, but we do have a flash. No, I clicked on the wrong person. No, we did have a flash, we just didn't use it. The stopwatch is useless. If you can kill them sooner, have more haste in your builds to some degree, That's when you get these advantages. So, yeah. You don't need the full charge necessarily. You just need the slow. You do not need the full charge here. You need the slow. You can follow up later on. Should be free kills. But this is an example of... What was the setup? Final thing. What was the setup here? So now we are for build. If you need your E more, and you're a little bit behind, then the Lich Bane can help, but don't really need it. I think the Banshee still does more. Well, like, this is okay, but, I mean, obviously you have no idea where everybody is, and the Baron is up on the map, so stasis actually kills you. You know? I think a lot of the time. Like, I don't really know what it provides overall here. No vision. Yeah. But in the meantime, always the case. If you're a Fedranger, a Kha'Zix, a Blue Kayn, an Evelynn, any assassin, a Qiyana mid lane, and you are complaining about comps and people's positioning and not having enough damage to kill people, because you are bringing that moment 10 minutes sooner. End of story. So the KDA looks really inflated. We did a decent job not dying. Obviously, credit there. But we're just watching the games go by. There you go, see? Look at this. This is better, right? We got the Pike, cool. We see the Jinx, cool. Here we go. W wasn't even used. It will just spell, or not. He's so far ahead, yeah, see. Do that 10 to 15 minutes sooner. Make sure that the Nocturne never reaches the stage by having better early game jungling. And you avoid a lot of these problems. That's it. A long one, but thank you for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. We got a GG for all the in-depth personal stuff. And as always, I'll see you all in the next one.